Yo, it's official. Like a referee with a whistle. So, what do we think about girl trips? That's what we're going to talk about today, man. Dude said his girl was thinking about taking a girl trip. She probably went by now. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Because this was probably like 3 weeks ago. I got the email. So maybe she went already. Maybe she left and came back. But there's a lot of people have their ideas about a group of women going maybe to the Caribbean or some vacation. And I have my there's no right or wrong when it comes to this, by the way. Just depends on what type of guy you are. It depends on what type of relationship y'all have. So I'm gonna put that out there. How I see it, you might not necessarily see it that way. And that's okay. That's your relationship, not mine. I'm just telling you how I get down, how I see it, and what goes down on these vacation trips with these women, on these girl trips. What really goes down? I'm gonna tell you what I've seen, and I'm gonna tell you what I experienced firsthand. So, first thing, if you're a woman listening to me right now, we have to just be honest. And I always say this, and I've yet to get a response that really makes sense. I always said there's no what's the benefit if you're a woman? What's the benefit of hanging with other women? I asked this question to hundreds of women. I've yet to get an answer that really something that you can really use. There's no benefit hanging with a bunch of women. And if you don't believe it, God forbid something happened to you as a woman, and see how fast them damn women disperse on your ass. You all out of all your girlfriends you got, you might have one or two left. If that. And the one or two you have left, shit, they're in the same position you in, or worse. So they can't even help you. They couldn't help you if they wanted to. So that's why I say there's no benefit being hanging around a bunch of women. They ain't. And plus, it's dangerous to be going to these places with women when ain't no man around. Cause see, a lot of these other guys prey on women in these other countries. They don't respect no woman. Shit, they don't respect the women in their country. So why the hell you think they would respect you? That's why you have a lot of women getting robbed and ripped off and beat up and all kind of shit when they go on vacation. And this shit been going on. This ain't nothing new. Women been getting robbed in other countries since the 90s. That's at least when I started hearing about it. This ain't nothing new. I know women that gotten their head bust open in other countries. There's a woman I know right now from Kenya. She got a scar on her head. I'm like, how that shit happen? She's like, I got punched. I got hit with something. You know what I'm saying? And she got robbed. Head bust open to the white meat. Blood coming everywhere. She said when she woke up, she was in the hospital. She don't exactly remember what happened. She just knows she got jumped. But this type of shit happens a lot in other countries. It's just, see, in North America, we're kind of spoiled. We kind of in a fantasy world living over here. Because a lot of shit that happens over here, women don't go through. Because women are protected to a certain extent. Or there's a guy around. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's dangerous. If I had a daughter, I would tell my daughter, don't travel outside of North America without a man. That's what I would tell my daughter if I had one. And I say the same. Well, my nieces, they don't travel outside like that. So I never had to tell them that. But even my nieces, they got a man. So if they do travel, it's gonna be a man with them. Even they know better. I didn't even have to tell them, and they know better. So how come a lot of these other girls don't know no better? Or maybe I guess they're in the fantasy world, in which a lot of women are in the fantasy world. So that's the first thing we have to get straight. There's no benefit for a woman hanging with other women, right? Now, when these women, look, let's just call it what it is. If you want to hang out with other women, get drunk, get high, have some weird degenerate sex, or with a guy or girl, well, just say that. Call it what it is. Don't act like y'all just hanging out, going to the clubs in Mexico or some shit like that, and it's just a good time thing. Girl trip. That's my girl. We just chilling and shit. No, these women going on these trips are laying up with men and women. A lot of times, I'm not gonna say most of the time, but a lot of times these women are lesbians or whatever, bisexual, whatever you want to call it. They laying up with men and women. There's a good chance the woman that she's traveling with, one of them she's laid up with. Then when she get to their destination, she might meet a guy that's there in that country, and she gonna be laid up with him too. She got the best of both worlds. You know what I'm saying? So, but if that's what you want to do as a woman, well, call it what it is. Don't act like this is just a weekend thing. You kicking it with your best friend. Most of the time that ain't the case. And I've been that guy that have met women on vacation. So that's how I know it's bullshit. 9 times out of 10, if you see a group of women together, them women looking to have a good time. Especially middle-aged women and women in the early 20s. Because women in the early 20s, they really don't know shit. And most of the time, they ain't never been nowhere. They just excited to just be leaving their town, wherever they came from. And then the older women, middle-aged women, are kind of like just happy to get out the house and get away from the kids and get away from the husband that they don't like. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe the husband ain't attracted to them no more. So he ain't laid up with that woman like that. So she got to get it from, she looking for some strange dick from somewhere or somebody. She's just looking for a victim. That's how most middle-aged women are, especially white women. Because white guys ain't, when white women start getting older, white guys ain't really fucking with them like that. Unless she's halfway decent. But most of the time, we know that ain't the case when it comes to the white women. And I'm not saying it's their fault. unless she's overweight or some shit like that, or drink too much, smoke too many cigarettes or some shit like that. They just don't have the DNA, man. They don't have the genes. That's just what it is when it comes to white women. And some of these other women too, they don't have the genes. They don't age well, and it's not their fault. But they do make it worse sometimes because they drink, smoke, don't get enough sleep, get high, and all, don't eat right and all kind of shit, fat. So that make them even age even worse. Now, I mean, it's one thing to say, hey, you don't got the genes to, you don't, that's why you don't age well. But this broad is making it worse. He's drinking, smoking, getting high, and fat. So, so a lot of these, this is what you're going to see out there on these girl trips. These ain't the most attractive women in the world the majority of the time. A lot of them are overweight. I've been to Mexico. I've been to a lot of these resorts outside the country. I've been to the islands. I've been to a lot of these countries. You don't see a lot of, at least I haven't seen them. Even when I go to Florida, South Florida, I don't see a lot of attractive women at these resorts. I just don't see them. You know what I'm saying? At best, they're just average, and a lot of them are fat and overweight at a lot of these resorts. For the past, since the 90s, I've been going to these damn resorts. I don't see a lot of attractive. The attractive women at these resorts are a small percentage. The attractive women at these resorts stick out because most of these women are at best average, and a lot of them are overweight, fat today. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you go to the pool, and this is why I don't go to pools as much as I used to. When you go to the pools or go to the beach, if you know what I'm saying, it's like, why is this bitch got on a bikini? What made her think?
Do you find yourself struggling to meet women through online dating apps? Are you tired of constantly swiping left with no success and not knowing what to say to get the attention of a woman? Look no further. Our expert tips and tricks will give you the confidence you need to succeed in the online dating world. It's time to start taking control of your dating life and master the art of online dating. Imagine meeting some of the most attractive women in the world. Our game-changing program will help you navigate the world of online dating with confidence and charm. From creating a standout profile to crafting the perfect message, we've got you covered every step of the way. Our program covers everything you need to know to make a lasting impression. Say goodbye to endless swiping and hello to meaningful connections with the women of your dreams. Join the countless men who have found success in meeting women through online dating by following our time-tested and proven strategies. Take the first step towards improving your dating life today. Master the art of online dating and take your game to the next level. With our proven strategies, you'll be a pro at online dating in no time. So don't wait. Go to onlinedatingfordummies.com and get started today. And take control of your dating life, and you'll be light years ahead of most men with our groundbreaking program. Get ready to swipe right with confidence and watch your success explode. So don't wait. Get started today by going to onlinedatingfordummies.com and take the first step towards finding your perfect match.
She should have done this. We don't want to see all that. I'm telling you, man. So these are the women that are trying to get some action. You know what I'm saying? I blame a lot of this shit on the guys today. Because guys today, they don't really have no standards. Guys today will fuck anything. Fuck anything moving today. Ain't too many standards left with most of these guys out here. It ain't. Sad but true. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, most of these women are just looking for a good time. Rather, even if she's by herself, she's looking for a good time. So you know, if they roll it in packs, they're looking for a good time. That only makes sense, right? But a lot of these women need to be honest. Let's call it what it is. If you're looking for a good time, well, say that. Don't act like it's just a girl thing, y'all. And some of these women go every year. They go to the same destination or a different destination every year. This is like an annual thing. You know, so like a religion. So but say that. You know what I'm saying? And if you got a wife or a girlfriend or whatever you want to call her, and she tells you, "Hey, I'm thinking about taking a girl trip with my friends," she wouldn't be my girl no more. She wouldn't be my woman no more. I tell you that much. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, if she said, "Hey, you can come," okay, we can work that out. But if she say, "Hey, it's just you and the girls and not me," oh no. I wouldn't claim her no more. I would plan to get rid of her ass. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't play that shit. You know, because I know what happens most of the time. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't no sucker. Don't try to play me like a sucker. Don't play with my intelligence. I'm not stupid. I know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And some people say, "Well, you're insecure." No, I'm not insecure. You know, I just know what happens out in these places. You know, and let's just be honest. Some of these countries, even though they might be a tourist attraction, these aren't the best. These aren't the best places in the world to visit. I'm just being honest. I've been to a lot of these places. These are not the best places in the world. And like I said, some of these places are dangerous. You have guys out here, men and women in these countries, that are predators. They prey on tourists. They be robbing and stealing and ripping tourists off as much as they can without getting caught. You know, so if a woman is vulnerable, even if you're in a group, you're still vulnerable without a man. You know what I'm saying? So you just can't. If a woman insists that she's going anyway, regardless of what I say, well, she ain't gonna be my woman no more. You know, but that's just me. You might not see it that way, and that's okay, because maybe you and your girl, wife, whatever you want to call her, maybe y'all in an open relationship. Maybe y'all practice polygamy or whatever it is, and that's okay. But I'm not practicing. I'm not in an open relationship. I'm not practicing polygamy, so that don't apply to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what it is. I'm not saying your way is wrong, and I'm not saying my way is right. This is how I operate. For me, this is what works for me. That's all I'm saying. You know. So you tell me what you think about the girls' trip. Would you be okay with your woman going to Jamaica for 4 days, having a 4-day weekend, kicking it with the girls? You don't think it's a big deal, or what? I don't know. You tell me what you think below. You know, there's some people, they see things different. You know, some guys would probably say, well, it's the big deal. She's going to have a good time. She come back to the house. Well, yeah, she's coming back to the house, But she might come back to the house with somebody's somebody's cum in her mouth or inside her body. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about, player? But there's some guys are cool with that. There's some guys, they wife, girlfriend, take annual trips, and it's been going on for 5, 10, 20 years. They'll go to Haiti, Jamaica, or any place in the Caribbean, DR, any of these damn countries where the money lasts long and the woman can go there and ball out and even pay for a guy if she wants one, And this shit been going on for a long time, and the guy's cool. He'll be like, hey, honey, go have a good time. See you when you get back, right? And she'll go back home. She probably done ran through 4 or 5 guys in 4 days. Probably more than that. She probably they probably had a gangbang, ran a train on her. Some wild shit. Her and her girlfriends probably did some old wild shit like that. Probably had a gangbang, had an orgy. Room full up of guys along with them. It's like, it might have been 4 or 5 women and 10 guys in that son of a bitch. You know what I'm saying? They're having a good old adult party. And after the weekend's over, it's time to go back home, and everybody will go back home to their husband or whatever, and it's all hunky-dory. Everything is cool. Everything is copacetic. Everything is wonderful. Hey, did you have a good time, honey? It was great. I can't wait to do it next year. It's that type of vibe. Some guys are cool with that, especially older guys, especially the guys that they don't really fuck with their wife or girlfriend like that no more. Since she got older, don't look that good or fat. These guys are kind of cool with their wife going elsewhere, because he ain't fucking with her like that. So I can kind of understand where he's coming from, because if he ain't fucking with her like that, he can't really say too much. He can be like, well, I would like to be there if something go down, that type of shit or whatever. Maybe so, but he ain't fucking with her like that. So his hand is kind of tied when it comes to telling her why she shouldn't go. Because if he tells his woman, hey, you can't go, and she, but why I can't go? You ain't fucking me. So he can't come back with nothing, if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so, that's probably how that would go. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you got a lot of women that they try to play these little games, and white women with a lot of this shit, because I remember when I was in Atlanta. I lived in Atlanta for 11 years, and I used to go to meetups when I first moved to Atlanta, and you would have a lot of women showing up at these meetups, and they would act like everybody's all together and shit, until the benefits come in. When the benefits come in, or whenever the mission is completed, whatever that is, then the white women go back home, and these other broads, the black women, the Latin women, and Asian women, they go back home to empty house. So white women are really good at some type of connection amongst each other, but there's no benefit being with other groups of women. There ain't none. But Call it what it is if you're a woman. If you want to hang out, get high, get drunk, have some crazy, degenerate, wild sex, say that. But don't act like this is just a girl thing. Because we know in most cases it's bullshit. Most of us know it. Even if we don't know, the average guy might not know what happened on vacation, on these girl trips. But he knows something is going on. He might not know exactly to what extent. He knows something going on. He might not know you having an orgy or some shit like that. Or getting a train ran on. Or, or laid up with another woman. He might not know to what extent. But he know something ain't right about his woman. That's what he knows. Something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? So you tell me what you think below. Maybe you had an experience like this before. If so, share it. So share this episode. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.